Ladies and gentlemen, we are in time, and good morning to you. My name is Marcin Wielec, and I represent two scientific units. The first, Faculty of Law and Administration, University of Cardinal Stefan Wyszyński in Warsaw, where I am Vice Dean, and Institute of Justice in Warsaw, where I am the Director. In this way, on behalf of entire management and employees of the Institute of Justice in Warsaw, as well as this time also the host of the place, on behalf of the professors, employers, and the dean's colleagues of the Faculty of Law and Administration of the University of Cardinal Stefan Wyszyński in Warsaw, I would like to welcome you to International Scientific Conference, summarizing at the same time concluding, firstly, the third edition of the international research project entitled Polish-Hungarian Research Platform, and secondly, the second edition of the international research project entitled Comparative Research Platform. Both programs provided by Institute of Justice with great support by researchers from a lot of distinguished scientific units from Europe, like many universities and institutes. At the beginning of our meeting, allow me to welcome our distinguished guests with special attention. Today, we were honored by the presence of awesome guests. Professor Ede Szilágyi from the Ferenc Medl Institute of Comparative Law in Budapest and from the University of Miskolc in Hungary. Mr. Secretary of State in the Ministry of Justice of Republic of Poland, Marcin Romanowski, currently a member of parliament, but also an assistant professor at the Department of Philosophy and Theory of Law at Faculty of Law Administration of the Cardinal Stefan Wyszyński University in Warsaw. I would also like to extend a warm welcome to the participant researchers taking part in the individual section of the Polish-Hungarian Research Platform, both those from Hungary and from Poland. I would like to extend a warm welcome to the researchers from the second research platform launched at IVS, operating under the name of the Comparative Research Platform. Finally, I would like to welcome the professors of our Faculty of Law and Administration of the Cardinal Stefan Wyszyński in Warsaw, as well as the other participants and the audience gathered here today in the Robert Schuman Hall and in the front of the screen, as today's conference being broadcast online. Ladies and gentlemen, today, after many months of pleasant, interesting, but also hard research work, we have come to the end of it. Today, we will try to summarize the work of individual research teams conducting their research within the framework of these two research projects. As only mentioned, the first project is the Polish-Hungarian Research Platform. This is the third edition of joint research. The second project is the Comparative Research Platform. This is the second edition of joint research. The aim of the first project, Polish-Hungarian Research Platform, was to strengthen cooperation between scientists from Poland and Hungary. Within the framework of this project, there were 4 research teams, such as, first, a research team devoted to the legal aspects of farmer protection. General aim in this area propose a relevant legal framework for more effective protection of farmers in the context of the current threats resulting from the functioning in society, criminal law, civil law, administrative law. Second, a research team dedicated to the legal aspect of protection of children with disabilities is a very important. General aim in this area propose a relevant legal framework for more effective protection of children with disabilities in the context of the current threats resulting from the functioning in society, of course, also criminal law, civil law, administrative law. Third, a research team devoted to the issue of the freedom of conscience in the institutional aspect. General aim is in this area analysis of the issue and proposal of new legal solution in the field of freedom of conscience in the institutional aspect. Fourth, cybercrime research team, general aim in this area, propose new or improving current solutions that increase the effectiveness of cybercriminal law legislative proposition. A total of 12 researchers from Poland and 12 researchers from Hungary participated in this project, which they prepared 6 open scientific seminars, 4 scientific monographs, 24 scientific articles, and 24 events promoting our project. The second project, the Comparative Research Platform, aimed to strengthen collaboration between other European researchers. First area in this project, the nature of the legislative process adopted to amend the Constitution in the light of the European integration and constitutional identity. Second research area in this project, rule of law. Third research area in this project, efficiency of the justice system. And fourth research area is in this project, administrative justice reform. The group included 24 scientists from the Czech Republic, Croatia, Slovakia, Slovenia, Romania, Georgia, and Ukraine, who prepared 6 scientific seminars, scientific monographs, 24 dissemination events. These 2 projects are supposed to be a field for a broad discussion and interesting change of view, establish close cooperation. They are to be a source of new ideas and healthy ideas originating from our region and reflecting the specificity of our region. The key words here is the understanding and mentality of our region. This 2 feature is located to source of this scientific cooperation. We, in Central Europe, even more, we very good understand our history, understand our traditions, and very strong we try represent and realize the values which on our communities were built. The choice of topics for these 2 projects is not accidental, because each of these areas is a sensitive social, economic, political, and legal field, so important for the future functioning of our communities. Dear friends, I do not hide the fact that in this cooperation, apart from purely scientific and research goal, there is another goal, namely the creation of a mutual scientific network associating scientists, especially from Central Europe and even more. We dream that this part of Europe, and even more broadly, based on the well-known and proven foundation of life, philosophy, and law, will become an area of new ideas and new legal solutions in the future. This part of Europe, for always led by Greek philosophy, Roman law, and foundation of faith. And maybe in the future, it will be the case that this cooperation will become the foundation for effective and reasonable solution and will be comparable to competing research projects that are carried out by recognized scientific institutions in Western Europe. I think there's a lot of sense in what we are doing. Year by year, in the term of effect of our cooperation, we are so close. Yes, indeed, in my opinion, Central Europe is the heart of Europe. In 1904, Halford John Mackinder created the first geopolitical regionalization of the world, distinguishing a specific region and calling it as the heartland. According to Mackinder's theory, this heartland is a belt of forest stretching from Poland to Mongolia and a belt of steppes stretching from Hungary to Mongolia. Therefore, the heartland plays an important role in the history, geopolitical, and intellectual development of the world. That is why it's necessary to have broad scientific cooperation, which we are conducting today within our region, broadly understood Central Europe, and even more. Ladies and gentlemen, I would also like to point out that we are in a special place today. This is my alma mater. I've studied here, I've earned my degrees here, I'm a member of an excellent scientific community here. I'm very proud of that. In this place today, on the one hand, the patron of our university and the great person of the legendary primate of Polish, Cardinal Stefan Wyszyński, looks at us. On the other hand, the legendary Robert Schuman, the founding father of European integration, look at us too, because we are in the auditorium named after him. I have no doubt that the wisdom of these great and legendary persons should be derived and logic directions of our activities, especially in these very strange and dangerous times in which we live. How much they are needed today and how much cooperation between scientists from Central Europe and further east is needed. Cardinal Wyszyński pointed out that the greatest wisdom is to unite, not to divide. Robert Schuman, on the other hand, pointed out that it is the Europe of homelands that is the basis of prosperity, safety, and effective cooperation. In these two projects, we wanted to establish and continue this strong cooperation so that in the end, we could compete with science from Western Europe. I think we are getting better at it every year. Ladies and gentlemen, running such a complex project is also hard work for many people. Let me now name them. I would like to express my sincere thanks to Professor Ede Szilágy, Director of the Ferenc Madl Institute of Comparative Law in Budapest, and Mrs. Professor Timea Barzo from Central European Academy. I especially would like to thank you very much for the cooperation between Polish and Hungarian science so far, for established Central European Professors Network, a lot of published books, scientific meeting between us. I would also like to express my sincere thanks to the Deputy Minister of Justice, Dr. Mr. Marcin Romanowski, for the task entrusted to us to organize these annual projects, for his constant support, understanding, kindness, and, as always, good advice. I would also like to thank my deputy, Professor Paweł Sobczyk, for his great help, for his ideas, for everything, Paweł. I would like also thank to the Dr. Katarzyna Zombory for her invaluable help in organizing for our contracts and research areas. I would also like to thank Dr. Bartłomiej Oręziak, coordinator of the Center of Strategic Analysis of the Institute of Justice, for his support, organization, and reliability. I would like to thank to Professor Jarosław Szymanek, and great thanks to Dr. Zbigniew Więckowski for their personal supervision over the course of the project, the organization, and supervision of this project. And at the same time, I would also like to thank the project assistant, Mrs. Agata Wrubel, who supported the implementation of this project. Finally, I wish you all fruitful deliberation, interesting discussions. Thank you once again for your participation in the project, and we look forward to presenting the results of the research. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to give the floor Mr. Marcin Romanowski to do the speech welcoming. Please.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome everyone gathered at international conference organized within the framework of the Polish-Hungarian Research Platform. Today's conference is born as the upshot of the long-standing cooperation, as Professor Wielec said, between the Institute of Justice in Warsaw and the Ferenc Madl Institute of Comparative Law in Budapest. What needs to be emphasized, the cooperation established between those institutes is not confined to the borders of Hungary and Poland, but extends to all the countries of Central and Eastern Europe. This is borne out by the arrival of many eminent academics who came today to our conference from Romania, Ukraine, Georgia, Croatia, Slovenia, Czechia, Finland, Slovakia, and of course Hungary. As a result of the 3-year collaboration, 3 research platforms have been established and 12 research topics have been developed. The work undertaken years ago succeeded in building a unique multi-faceted cooperation space covering a significant number of Central European countries. Such significant scientific activity would not have been possible without the director of Ferenc Madl Institute, Professor János Ede Szilágyi, for which I would like to thank him sincerely for his presence, cooperation, and important contribution to the undertaken work. It should be noted that our initiative allows the conservative scientific community to unite and provides a space for the development of a conservative point of view. This is why it is such an important issue to create ideology-free science space that allows researchers to conduct and publish research that is reliable, credible, and free of political correctness. This is particularly relevant in today's ideologized world of science, where the classic view of reality is increasingly marginalized. Ladies and gentlemen, the science you do is a high-level jurisprudence, it's a high-level theory, and at the same point, and that's why it cannot be closed in the pages of published scientific monographs. The results of the research you conduct have many social and legal, political implications. The knowledge we have gained thanks to Polish-Hungarian cooperation has now been translated into many legislative solutions in my country, in Poland. The findings made during the joint research were used in Polish legislative process, leading inter alia to the enactment of historical change for the protection of the children. The regulation came into force this year, this summer, with the support of the vast parliamentary majority, almost completely across the political and party lines. Furthermore, the mediation experience gained from the implementation of one of the projects has served as a valuable knowledge for legislative work carried out by the Ministry of Justice for the improvement and dissemination of mediation in Poland. Thanks to this, we have prepared a comprehensive draft law providing for the creation of National Register of Mediators. Examples could be multiplied. Most importantly, all of these changes are of the leading nature. However, the outcome of the established cooperation is not only legislative solutions. Activities undertaken within the framework cooperation have contributed to the establishment of a postgraduate program in Miskolc in Hungary and to the launch of similar activities in regard of the protection of children in the Academy of Justice in Warsaw as well. Thanks to that activities, young scholars are able to obtain a doctoral degree while working and developing in an international environment. This is hugely important as it allows to draw out on the pool of indigenous knowledge, but also on the best foreign examples. For all indicated reasons, the today discussed activities started years ago should be continued, developed and strengthened, as they have the potential to optimize the legal reality in our part of the world. The conference in which we are honored to participate will allow us to deepen our knowledge on many levels. I believe that collected conclusions will again allow us to improve legal regulations and make the legal system more rational, both in Poland and Hungary, as well as in all countries whose representatives decided to take part in our conference. At this point, as the representative of the Ministry of Justice of the Republic of Poland, I would like to thank you for the commitment and effort you contribute to the jurisprudence, the efforts thanks to which we can struggle for more secure and rightful Europe. Thank you for your attention, and I wish you a fruitful meeting, a fruitful conference. Thank you very much.
Mr. Minister, thank you very much. And the next person who give our speech is Mr. Professor Ede Janos Szilagi from the Institute of Ferenc Math Comparative Law. Mr. Please, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Ask your help. Okay, thanks a lot. Dear Minister, dear Director, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I would like to express my gratitude to our Polish colleagues for this night opportunity. Firstly, on behalf of the institutions, in this sense represented by me, of course, Ferenc Máté Institute, Central European Academy, and University of Miskolc. But I think that maybe on behalf of other contributors of the present event, thank you for this great initiative. I think it's quite essential that we could strengthen our relationship in this region. I think the fact that now I am here and that I can present the outcomes of a Hungary-based institution, it represents the strong relationship between our institutions. It's worth noticing that it's not merely a professional relationship, but maybe after 4 years, I think it's almost a friendship. Dear colleagues, parallelly with the Polish-Hungarian research platform and the comparative research platform, in Hungary we also launched a project, a series of different projects, which projects nowadays they can be found in the framework of the Central European Academy. This academy is established by the University of Miskolc, and now I would like to grab this nice event to a little bit present the outcomes of this program. As to the Central European Academy, I think you can easily understand this institution if I present the programs of the Academy. First of all, the Central European Professors Network, which is absolutely a similar program as the Polish-Hungarian Research Platform and the Comparative Research Platform. This is for the senior researchers. There is also a program for the young researchers. This is the Central European Junior Program. And we have other projects connected to LLM degrees. And we launched this program in this year, the first volume of this program, in cooperation with the University of Miskolc Faculty of Law. I'm so glad that the Dean of the Faculty is here now and be welcomed in this sense. I'm also happy that the professional expert of the first LLM program, this is the International and Comparative Children's Rights Program, Marta Benyus, 100 Hungarian and 100 Polish ladies here as well. A quite essential activity of the Central European Academy connected to the publishing itself, and of course we have other minor programs as well. As to the Central European Professors Network, as I previously noticed, is a similar project as the present event program for the senior researchers. Therefore, it's not a surprise that during or among the framework of this program, we also publish books, monographs, articles, we are organizing conferences and similar activities. Maybe it can be interesting, the geographical scope of this program. Especially, we focus on Central Europe. For us, it means Visegrad countries and Romania and Serbia, Slovenia, and Croatia as well. But we also broaden our scope because we did not want to focus merely on Central Europe, but of course we would like to find so-called bridges into our Western colleagues, and we are so glad that we could involve these partners as well into our programs. At this moment, it means that in this year, in 2023, we could involve 135 contributors into the Central European Professors Network. And as to the given topics of this program, there are 6 research groups. The topics, they connected to the topics of the Hungarian EU presidency, taking into account that next year Hungary is going to be one of the presidents of the European Union Council. And the first topic connected to demography challenges, this is a multidisciplinary or interdisciplinary project. It is led by a Polish professor, Paweł Sobczyk, the deputy director of the Institute of Justice. And another project, another research team is led by Director Marcin Wielec, and it's connected to migration challenges. The third project is about the international concept of the rule of law, or the internationalization or supranationalization concept of the rule of law. It is led by a researcher, senior researcher János Bóka. And the fourth group is about the future of Europe. We would like to present a kind of potential direction of the development. It led by Pázmány Péter Catholic University professor András Vargazsi. In this project, the colleagues from France, Germany, and Italy, they are involved, that to determine the potential future of Europe together. And the fifth group is about common defense. I think I do not have to refer to the relevance of this issue nowadays. And the leader of this group, an absolutely 100% Polish senior researcher, Katarzyna Zombori. However, and it's a great luck for us that she is a senior researcher in Central European Academy in Hungary. That is the reason why you can see that Polish and Hungarian affiliation. And last but not least, Another important issue nowadays, maybe in addition to rule of law, this is another important concept connected to economic governance nowadays in the European Union. As you could feel, they are also sovereignty issues. This is economic governance, and the group is led by Professor Zoltán Nagy. Be welcomed, Professor, among us. That was the senior project, and we have a quite important program. This is the junior program for young researcher. This program has two pillars. One of them, it's a PhD program, a 4-year PhD program connected to the Faculty of Law of University of Miskolc. The second pillar is an internship connected to the Central European Academy. I have to emphasize that at this moment there are 29 students graduated in the countries can be seen on the screen. And the supervisors of these 29 students, they are from these universities. As you can see, we are so glad. Some of the supervisors, they are also among you in the audience. As you can see, there are 4 levels of the cooperation. The most important, the future, of course, they are the PhD students, the young researchers. They are from our countries. The supervisors, they are also from these countries. The course materials of these programs are written by Central European professors. Therefore, they are not only Hungarian course materials, but they are the outcomes of our scientific community, joint scientific community. And of course, the program also provides an option for the institutional cooperation. The course books, the name of these course books, this is the Legal Studies on Central Europe. Another reason why I should express my gratitude to Professor Marcin Vielec that we received this opportunity to present our books in front of this auditorium. Professor, thank you so much for this. We also launched an annual scientific conference. In the present September, we could receive 110 active contributors. In the framework of this, they were mostly PhD students and or assistant professors, therefore the young generation, the future generation in this sense. And in this year, we are about to publish the first issue of the issues of the journal managed by the PhD students. This is the CEA Law Review, the role model connected to the American journals. You know, I think it's a quite important team building issue among the young researchers if they are involved in the editorial issues and so on and so on. And we hope the best that we can continue this project. As I previously noticed, we started a new LLM project. The first topic is about the children's rights. This is a 2-semester LLM program. Here you can see, however, the courses of this. We could start it in this year, in September. And I hope that in the very beginning of the next year, we can publish the book series for this program, 11 books. The number of the books almost 100 experts. In reality, sorry, only 99, but I think it's okay. This is the number only of the authors, and of course, they are going to be peer-reviewed books as well. The authors also from this region, therefore, this is written by us in this sense. The CE provided, however, a scholarship for a given number of students. They are from these countries. We hope that this program is also provide an opportunity for these experts to build a team, a network. I think it's quite important, that via these programs they can help each other. In numerous cases they have similar challenges, and that is the reason why we think it's extremely important. I hope that next year I can declare another LLM project for you, maybe connected to human rights. CEA publishing. Here you can see another picture from another angle, the activities of the CEA, the book series of the project, and of course the journals connected to the CEA publishing. Only the numbers that you could imagine the activity of the CEA. As to the studies of the Central European Professors Network, the parallel project with the Polish-Hungarian Research Platform, the comparative research platform, the number of the contributors as to the previous 2 years, it is 138. It means that 74 authors and 66 peers. The topics the books series can be seen here, and some of them can be enjoyed in front of this auditorium as well. As to the present year, 2023, the number of the authors of the books are here, and the topics of the books, I previously noticed them as research teams of the Central Professors Network. Therefore, these books, they are in pipeline in this sense. As to the legal studies series, I previously noticed that this is for the PhD students. However, we are so glad that in other countries than Hungary, nowadays these books are also used, for example, in the education of foreign students in Erasmus projects and so on and so on. Therefore, the scope of this book, they are not only about Hungary and this specific junior program. At this moment, we published 10 books, and the number of the contributors, you can see here, 236. And there are also new books in this series. The number of the authors is 67, and the topics also about demography issues, also integration theories, or administrative law, or company law. We are not against private law, however, it's worth noticing. I previously noticed that there is a new series connected to the children's rights. That is the books themselves. The number of the authors is 99. There is a cooperation between the CEA and the Ferenc Mándor Institute. We could already publish 2 books in English in this book series, and we are quite ambitious, and we hope that in the next year we can publish these books. We already organized these conferences. In numerous cases, the authors, they prepared their contribution, and I hope the best that in next year they are not only plans but realities. I think legal heritage in this region is also an extremely important issue. Last year we launched a project about the so-called Golden Balls. In this year we focused on the revolutions in 19th century and the transition from feudalism into other civil form of society, and it's also underway, this project, the publication. The journals issues, this is the journal of Central European Journal of Comparative Law. Here you can see the contributors numbers until last year. The Journal of Law, Identity and Values, another journal. You can check it in front of the present auditorium, and they are the numbers. Last but not least, I would like to draw your attention an association. This is an international association, the so-called Central European association. As you can see in our project, everything is about Central Europe. For comparative law. The members of this association, they are also associations at this moment from Hungary, Poland, Romania, Slovakia, and Serbia. But of course, we are about to receive new potential colleagues. You know, it is a different form of cooperation because in this case, our partners, they can be more active, and in this sense, it's a joint project. However, the members of the International Advisory Board is 46. They are, of course, natural persons. But what are the activities of the Central European Association for Comparative Law? First of all, I have to emphasize a topic. This is the most important topic for me, it's first noticing. This is the evaluation of scientific activities, journal rankings. I think maybe they are frightening words nowadays for professors, you know, where to publish your article, Q1, Q2, and so on and so on. In this sense, there are two important things. First of all, I think that internationalization is an absolutely natural and important, essential development. Therefore, of course, the internationalization of our sciences from our region to publish in English, it's extremely important. Therefore, of course, also with our journals and other series, we would like to achieve high-level indexations and so on and so on. We can speak together in English. However, I'm absolutely certain that this language is not the perfect language to be lingua franca, but that is the situation, that is the fact now. However, in addition to this thing, the maintenance, our national language is also important. And nowadays, my experience, or the experience of my colleagues maybe from other countries, is similar, that besides the internationalization, we focus merely on the internationalization, and we should not forget our national culture, you know, Hungarian, Romanian, Polish language, because the legal researches, they are so close. We cannot imagine our legislation and so on and so without our national language. Therefore, in the ranking of these journals, the national ranking, because this is part of our national sovereignty, of course, also, I think it's extremely important to emphasize the second pillar as well, or parallel pillar, maybe. Therefore, it's a kind of flagship project to help each other, first of all, to understand each other's systems and maybe to try to do something in this field. Okay, other platforms, they are provided also for young researchers. I hope that in this year, at the end of this year, we can launch a newsletter, an English language newsletter via which our partners can advertise their programs in English, and the scientific blog. I think, of course, there are given standards of the publication, peer reviewers, and so on and so on. But the world is changing, and there is a kind of demand from the society, from the scientific community to find quicker forms of publication. It's not better, it's something different. But we have to calculate with this, that there are challenges, and we have to give a proper response to this. Of course, in Western countries, there are so many good examples how successful can be the scientific blogs, and we are about to provide a similar option for this region via the Central European Association. The president of the Central European Association, however, is also here, Professor Nagy. Thank you so much for this. Dear professors, dear Professor Vielec, thank you so much for this option. And I wish a colorful and useful conference for everybody. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Mr. Professor. So I would like to express my appreciation for this presentation. This presentation was very interesting, and we know about it a lot of information useful for us. And so it is the close to our first stage of our meeting. We need a short break, technical break, and so I invite to coffee and sandwiches outside. Thank you very much.